of all, I want to give you a little clarity on what goes down on my channel. So basically, I give tips, tricks, secrets on success and who you really are as a person. I mean, when it comes to spirituality, when it comes to materialization, I take both of those and I bring them into balance so that you guys can understand who you are and that I can understand who I am in the process as well. This is a family thing. This is a team thing. We all work together. We work in cooperation, and the goal is to experience true happiness. Is to experience a life that you actually want to live. So without further ado, what's up guys, Universal Mastery. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about something that is very dear to me, something that I use on a daily basis, something that when I didn't understand this, when I didn't know how to do this, my life was a lot harder. It was almost like I was living in a reality, in a world that was always attacking me, a world that I was a victim, a world that I felt like I didn't have power that I knew deep down I really had. And I felt like I was being repressed, I felt like I was being attacked, I felt like a fucking victim. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you something that I love talking about because it's real. This is stuff that we deal with, and this can help you really move in the path that you need to be your best self, to become successful in any way that you want to be, to experience joy, to experience happiness, to experience love, to experience, you know, the right type of peace. Okay? And basically what I want to talk about is I want to talk about how to use your mind as a weapon. Okay, yes, I said it. So basically, you know, to use your mind as a weapon, what does that really mean? That basically means that, you know, we gotta, first thing first, you have to come into realization that, you know, we live in a society, we live in a world where there are challenges, okay? There are trials, there are challengers, and you're going to have certain people in your path that are going to try and stop you from progressing to what you're trying to accomplish, okay? And those certain people will come in your path, and they may not come at you and physically attack you, whatever, but the warfare that's going on is all mental. It's all in a mental state of being. Okay, so even though you may not see it here, even though like everyone may be smiling, even though like people act like they're being nice, people, you know, put on this front, this fake mask of like, let's all get along. Up here, there's a completely different thing that is really going on. Okay, and the more that you can understand that, the more you realize, the more primal you get, right? The more in touch with your true core essence, the more you get in touch with your true being. And the more you get in touch with your true core essence, your true core being, and your primal self, the more you actually start to love yourself. Okay, you start to really come to terms with, wow, like, I love myself and I feel good. You know, I feel like I stand up for myself. I don't feel like a victim. You know, I feel like I'm out here and I understand that it is survival of the fittest, but, you know, I feel like I do a good job at fending for myself and achieving what I want to achieve in life. And then that, you know, with repetition, with consistency, you get better and better and better, and you start to manifest all the things that you want in your life. And who wouldn't want to do that? But any person that understands that concept will tell you that there is always mental challenges that you're going to come across. There's always mental games that you're going to come and have to play, essentially, in order to level your mind up. So, for example, if you're in a situation and someone's challenging you mentally, let's say in your job, okay, in your workforce, maybe in your home, maybe around your family, maybe your friends, whoever. And they challenge you by telling you you're someone you're not, let's say, or trying to make you out to be something you're not, or lying about you. And you sense that, and you see it. Intuitively, you know, and mentally you see it, and physically you just know that's not you. You say, that's not me. you have two choices. You can either brush it off and pretend like, oh, you know, it is what it is, like that's just them, or you can embody your true core being and say, you know what, hey look, don't talk to me about, like, don't talk to me in that light. Don't say that about me, because that's not who I am. And if you continue to talk to me as if I'm this being that I'm not, or tell other people that I'm this person that I'm not, then you're going to experience consequences, and I'm no longer going to be around you. I'm going to remove myself from your influence. And if you continue to try and influence my life, I will take action to stop you. And the last thing that you want is me to take action to stop you from you ignorantly, greedily, jealously trying to put me in a bad light just because you have those, you know, those emotions that you don't know how to handle, of jealousy, of greed, of, you know, this just being sinister and trying to make people look lower to make you look higher. You know, I have no problem of using my mind as a weapon to stop you. And a lot of the times when you use your mind as that sort of tool, you basically operate off of your own truth. Now, truth is one of the most powerful weapons that you could use. And it's funny because my truth may be different than your truth, but there are a lot of very similar underlying truths that a lot of people understand. And those truths fall into basic categories of like integrity, pride, knowing thyself, and knowing that like when someone challenges who you are, you stand up for yourself and you tell that challenger, that enemy, if you will, that person that tests you, look, this is who I am. Don't try me. Don't throw shade at me, because trust me, I will throw shade back. If you draw your weapon at me and try and slash me, I will draw my weapon and I will end you. Taking it back to more primal times, right? But remember, the weapons are in the mind now. Okay, so we're not going out in society, we're not like, you know, attacking everyone, we're not getting in a bunch of physical fights. It's not the point of the video. It's all up here. So by using your mind as a weapon, you are going to elevate your own spiritual progression. You're going to elevate your own consciousness. And I promise you, that is what you want to do. I promise you. You do not want to live ignorantly, and you don't want to pretend like there's not this psychic warfare going on. You don't want to pretend that. You want to acknowledge it, and you want to pick your battles, and you want to pick your allies, and you want to know how to defend yourself, and you want to know how to be in the defensive and the offensive when the time is right. You want to be strategic. Okay, so basically what I'm going to tell you is I'm going to give you some tools on how to use your mind as a weapon. Okay, so one of the biggest tools to be able to use your mind as a weapon, and this is an occult secret, okay, this is stuff that no one is really talking about, is when someone's challenging you, when someone's testing you, when someone's coming at you with, you know, all their energy, all they can, and you know that you're just doing you, and they're challenging that in you because there's something that they're jealous of, or there's something that they want to attack in you. You can use your mind to envision that person, okay? That person that's challenging you. And you can see them in your mind's eye struggling, okay? Even in the outside world, if that's not how it looks, you envision it with your mind's eye. And you project this image of them struggling, of them having a hard time working against you, almost as if you envision a piece of yourself, an outside being of yourself. You could do this, standing behind that person, or standing in front of that person, or standing next to that person, telling them, do not even try, don't you dare, or like saying like, if you move against me, you will fail. You can project this image and say whatever you want. And once again, this is all in the mind. You don't have to actually do this. You don't go behind the person and say these things. You envision it. and you project that. Or you could project nature working against them, as in like you project an image of them trying to work against you, and then things just start happening around them where it doesn't work. Every time they try to work against you, it stops them. They don't know why. You don't fully understand how, other than the fact that your own mind is preventing that from happening because you're standing in your own truth. You know, you're essentially defending yourself. You're creating an aura around you that outside entities, outside beings can't influence if they're trying to derail you from your course. So you will find that this technique that I'm giving you is so effective. And the more that you do it, the more that you envision, the more that you project, the more that you insert your influence. And remember, speaking is very powerful. Every word is essentially a spell. So by standing up for yourself verbally, that's very powerful. Combining standing up with yourself verbally and these images that I'm telling you how to project and manifest onto whoever it is trying to stop you, combining those two things almost has a 100% chance that that person will not try you anymore. That they will clearly see, whether they're conscious or subconscious of it, that you are no one to be messing with. And as you continue to stand up for yourself, as you continue to work on these skills that I'm sharing with you, remember, not a lot of people are sharing this. A lot of people hold this in, and they do it, but they don't talk about it. I'm sharing this with you because it works in my life, and I'm really good at it. I'm so good at it that I'm confident. I don't need to hide this. I don't need to hide this. It gets better, and it gets better, and it gets better. Every time you get better at it, you get more confident with it, and then you actually figure out that you learn how to speak for yourself. Like, once you get so confident at being a warrior, being, someone that can stand up for themselves, you start to speak your mind more. Okay, you start to speak your truth more, and as you speak your mind more, as you speak your truth more, as you speak your heart more, your integrity raises, your pride raises. As all those things happen, as all those things grow, you start to know who you are more. You start to get in connection more with your own true core essence, your own true core being. And I promise you, the more you get in connection with that, the more you start to love yourself. And the more you start to love yourself on that authentic level, the more pure and understanding life becomes. Okay, the more that you can actually abstract from life and take things in as in like, this is divine, this is amazing, this is pure ecstasy, this is euphoria that is real. I don't have to take a drug, I don't have to, drink alcohol, I don't have to do any of this. This is real, and I'm creating it through my own biochemical structure, through my own being, through my own vessel. I know how to produce these emotions that make me the best I can be. And so you may think of it like, oh, I don't want to get involved in any of this spiritual warfare. That's fine, but just know it's there, and you will be affected by it whether you're involved in it or not. But I'm just trying to share with you the advantages that you get from embracing the truth, embracing that this is a real thing that's going on, and how to use it to benefit yourself and move upwards. Gain your own wisdom, gain your own strength, gain your own individuality, okay? Because that's the most important thing. So on that note, that's where I'm going to wrap this video up. And if you guys liked it, make sure you like and subscribe. Stay tuned to my YouTube channel, and make sure you hit the notification bell because I'm trying to upload videos every single day. Other than that, I love you guys. Peace.